my name is Latoinette. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel, my first video in 2020, and my first video with braces. This video is about 5 self-care tips that I actually tried last year that really helped me, as well as 2 resolutions I have for this year. Please leave a comment saying what goals or resolutions you have for this year. I hope this video helps you and I hope you enjoy it. Right now, there are so many different subscription services available, and they're all $5 or $10 or $20 a month, which isn't really that expensive by itself, but when you have 3 or 5 or 10 of them, you may not realize how much you're currently paying for subscription services that you might not even use that often. Near the end of last year, I counted all the subscription services I had and added up how much they all cost, and it was way more than it should be, especially because I didn't really use most of them. There's actually a website I like to use. I'll put the link to it in the description box that gives a sort of health rating for skincare, hair, and beauty products ingredients. The ratings range from 1 to 9. 1 is like water and 9 is awful. It's been really helpful to use this website before I buy new products because it really does matter what the ingredients are in the products that you use. So I can't say that I was so very good at this one last year. But when I remembered, I tried to find substitutes for things that I would usually do on my computer or on my phone. I don't have any scientific data for why this is, but I do feel calmer when I'm not using electronics. So we should do things like write by hand more instead of typing on the computer so much. And this also leads me to my next tip. Now this applied to me even more when I was still in college at the beginning of last year, although it still applies. But especially when I was walking around campus, there were times when I just wanted to put in my earbuds and play music, and I see a lot of people doing that. But first of all, it's not really that safe because you can't hear that well what's going on around you. And secondly, it prevents other people from talking to you, and it prevents you from noticing other people you might want to talk to. And I get that sometimes you don't want to talk to anyone and you don't want anyone to talk to you. But I think maybe because we have so many different devices we can use that let us be around people without actually paying attention to them, we have to decide and make an effort to actually pay attention to the people that we're around, even if we don't really want to be where we are at the moment. And I think doing this helps us have more memorable moments as well, because instead of only remembering the song you were listening to when you were walking down the street or in the car with your family, maybe now you remember the sound of the birds chirping or people talking or singing, which may lead you to remember things that you smelled or saw or felt as well. And the last tip also helps with the third tip, and it is to books can teach you new things and inspire you, and if you read physical books instead of ebooks, or even if you listen to audiobooks or even podcasts, this is something else you can do that helps you to use electronics less. Not only do I want to continue doing those things this year, but I also want to do 2 other things as well. Volunteer and organize what's on my electronics. I volunteered when I was in high school and college, but I feel like outside of school, people really aren't encouraged to volunteer that much. And when it comes to electronics, maybe this is just me, but I feel like it's really easy to have computers and phones and hard drives and flash drives and tablets and not know exactly what's on any of them because they're not organized. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful year. I hope you can use at least one of these tips, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay amazing. Bye.